Right. Currently on Sports on Earth, you can read about Will's piece about Game 2 between the Cavaliers and the Warriors from Sunday night going into Wednesday night's Game 3. And here we go again, Will, right? Cavaliers, Warriors, a 2-0 lead for Golden State. But this time the Warriors have Kevin Durant, so there's no chance that we can see the Cavaliers come back from this one, can we?
Yeah, with that piece, I did something very perilous, not just in sports, but really all of society. I went back and looked at everybody's tweets from a year ago. There's just don't do that to me. Do not look at anything I wrote a year ago or even yesterday. But it was funny after it had been a year since Game 2 of that series last year, and remember, that was the game in Game 2 where Draymond Green was incredible. He had 28 points and he was hitting shots everywhere. Even Steph Curry wasn't great that game, but really the Warriors won by more points than they did in Game 2 of this year's series. And people were saying the exact same things they're saying this time. There's no chance they can come back. What does this mean for LeBron now that he's going to lose in the finals again? And can anyone stop this Warriors team? And this Warriors team's going to dominate for so long. And again, obviously, Kevin Durant does make a difference, but the certainty that you're seeing people talking about the first two games of this series is eerily similar to the certainty we saw after the last two games of that series. And listen, this isn't the first time, this is kind of LeBron James' MO as a playoff player. This year he hasn't had any trouble in the playoffs, but in the past he's lost first couple games this series. We saw it last year with Toronto, kind of struggling early. And then once he figures it out, it's an entirely different team. Now, this is obviously would be the biggest, definitely the biggest challenge of his career to figure out how to fix these to stop these Warriors. But the idea, I agree. I think, wow, it looks like the Warriors are going to sweep this series. They look so much better. But it's worth remembering, I thought the exact same thing last year. Fortunately, I didn't put it on Twitter, so not some smug jerk like me couldn't go take it off and put it back on Twitter from a year ago. But yeah, it's funny to see the tweets that the people's reactions now from a year ago are almost exactly the same.